So 50 progressive groups came out and backed Ilhan Omar when she made some comments that led to right-wing, politically correct outrage, and then some corporate Democrats hopped on board with the right-wingers and were fake outraged and were being politically correct. So the comment from Ilhan Omar was, "We must have the same level of accountability and justice for all victims of crimes against humanity. We have seen unthinkable atrocities committed by the US, Hamas, Israel, Afghanistan, and the Taliban. I asked Secretary of State Blinken where people are supposed to go for justice." So what she's saying is, hey, the International Criminal Court is the place where people need to go and should go for justice, and justice should be blind, and victims of unthinkable atrocities and crimes against humanity from any of these perpetrators should get justice there. That's the point. Very simple, very straightforward. She's 100% correct. I mean, this is like saying, hey, we should have a functioning system that upholds law and order. And what happened? I thought conservatives were for law and order, and I thought, corporate Democrats pretended to be for law and order. Turns out, no. People attacked her over this by saying, how dare you compare Hamas, Israel, Afghanistan, and the Taliban how dare you compare the US and Israel with Hamas, Afghanistan, and the Taliban? So again, I think this is fake outrage. It's complete political correctness. She's not saying they're exactly alike in every way. That's fucking obvious that she's not saying that. What she's saying is they've all committed unthinkable atrocities. They've all committed crimes against humanity, and the victims should get justice at the International Criminal Court. I don't know how anybody could disagree with that. But again, they're playing got-ya politics and twisting things and taking them out of context and making them seem outrageous even though they're not. So 50 progressive groups came out and backed Ilhan Omar. What did Ilhan Omar do? She came out and, I would argue, buckled, but really she clarified. She said, to be clear, the conversation was about accountability for specific incidents regarding those International Criminal Court cases, not a moral comparison between Hamas and the Taliban, the US, and Israel. I was in no way equating terrorist organizations with democratic countries with well-established judicial systems. Ilhan, they know that. Everybody knows that. It's fake outrage. It's political correctness. And let me share something with how you deal with the mob, how you deal with the outrage brigade. You puff out your chest and you say, fuck off, everybody knows I'm right. Bite me. I'm right, everybody knows I'm right, and the fact that I have to explain it is the most pathetic thing in the world, and all of you are idiots. Don't give me this idea. You can never ever equate things even when you can. So do I need to list the crimes against humanity? Do I need to list the unthinkable atrocities that the United States has done or that Israel has done? It's a permanent apartheid state, for example. How about Guantanamo Bay for the U.S., Abu Ghraib, torture, depleted uranium tips, using those in Fallujah and causing birth defects, the illegal Iraq war based on lies, killing minimum 200,000 innocent Iraqi civilians, nuking civilians in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japanese internment camps, slavery, Jim Crow, Native American genocide, arming Al-Qaeda in both the 1980s and modern day in Syria. The list goes on and on. The drone war, which kills 90% innocent civilians. This is all in contravention of international law and the Geneva Conventions and the Nuremberg Tribunal. If you don't acknowledge that, I don't know what to tell you. You're either a liar, or you're massively ignorant, or you're stupid. And so I don't like the way Ilhan Omar handled this, because this was a great moment to just be like, no, I'm right. You guys can fuck off. You know what I was saying. Don't pretend like you don't know what I was saying. And again, the evidence of that was she originally said this, which I did like. She was like, Trump said when he was asked about Vladimir Putin being a killer, Trump was like, we got a lot of killers. What, you think this country's so innocent? We got plenty of killers. That's correct. But somehow if Ilhan Omar says it or says something exactly like it, oh my God, the sky's falling, and she's unpatriotic, and she's anti-American, and she needs to leave the country, and how dare you make that comparison? I don't care who says it. If it's true, it's true. So get your heads out of your asses and stop playing the fake outrage game. And, it upset me that I love that the 50 progressive groups came out and supported her. I don't think their statement was as aggressive as it should have been, but I'm happy the 50 progressive group supported her, but I don't like that she felt the need to clarify, which really felt like buckling. She should have, honestly, what she should have done, doubled down, like I said, say everybody who's critiquing her are liars and idiots, and then I would have listed the atrocities. Oh, okay, I guess I have to go through it, because I guess some of you don't know history. So, just once, guys, just once, I want somebody on the left to show that they have balls, that they have a spine, that they're really fighters. Because honestly, that is one of the biggest problems, is that even people who nominally agree with us are not fighters, and they have no leadership quality, and they have no spine. And then you're never going to win if you don't know how to, whenever necessary, whenever appropriate, say the following words. Fuck off.